Hey, water. Check, check, check. Yeah, mic is working. Oh fuck. Come on. Shit, I need to change that. Hey guys. On a Saturday stream. Yeah, I know. I had no idea I was going to stream. I just saw the reveal and then I'm not doing anything better, so why not? Yeah, you can hear me? The audio, yeah, I can hear the mic go off, so we see how this looks. I'm gonna miss the goon titles. Yeah, I had to change those. I know, I had to change those. I literally have no idea what to expect from this because I haven't been paying attention to the... what is it? Whatever they've been doing in the last year, I haven't been paying attention at all. Hey, Quick. What's up, my man? How are you doing in this Saturday afternoon for me, Saturday morning for you? A lot, just playing some Borderlands 3. Ah, Borderlands. Can you hear the audio? I just quickly threw together this stream. To be fair, I hadn't planned this at all. Yeah, I can. Yes. Okay, cool. Need to select the stream. Why is it always warning me? Shit, man. It's always warning me. Just to waste points. Does that work? I don't know if I've... Again, no, that should work. Let me see. We're just getting a walk around the Bungie offices. Twitch brokey? What's wrong with Twitch? Broken? What's wrong with Twitch? I can't hear that as well. Why is it giving a warning? Hey, Canuck. Thanks for the gift, Canuck. How are you doing? Feels weird I don't have the headset or the PlayStation's not on, so... How is the stream, Canuck? Is it okay? No PlayStation's weird. I know. I know. Oh, hold on. Why did that go blank? So I don't have it. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I forgot I have to keep it on that. Ah, for fuck's sake. Hey, Dan. That's because I keep forgetting I need to do that. Why is that not showing up? Okay, there we go. Right. Weird, weird, weird. It's fine and dandy. Okay, cool. Can't hear shit all, but like, okay. Let me see. Has anyone been keeping up with this? I know the only one that I know is Quick. It's a nice view of some sockets. I don't know anything about it. I literally know nothing about it either. Apart from it's an extraction shooter, and Smoke kind of tried to explain what that was. And so I didn't actually fucking know what an extraction shooter is. I feel like I should know what an extraction shooter is. I love watching paint dry. Yeah. Hey, Baza. Baz. So that's you jumping in now. Nah, nothing? You don't know anything about it? I don't know why I'm shouting into a mic. I don't need to shout into anything. What's up? I don't know, like, what they're moving about. Like, I don't know why they set this up an hour before they're actually going to show anything, but, like, okay. And also, they're just moving it through the offices. Buzz, do you know anything about this game, about Marathon? We need somebody to actually tell us what this is about. Time to play Trials in the meantime. Oh, nice. Spotify. I'm going to start removing your intro completely. You come in, you leave. Sometimes you don't say anything at all. Imagine Destiny, but if you die, you lose everything. I got that part. You'd equipped less. You had equipped unless you extract. That's basically what an extraction shooter is. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. I know nothing about it. Yeah, we're all in the same boat, my man. I remember putting tweezers in the light socket as a child, so I'm not the brightest. Mom was angry as she pulled me off the wall. That I should really be careful where I stop sentences. The wall, black hand, hair standing on edge. Good time. Ooh, ooh. I didn't leave once. Was here for a whole 8 minutes. A whole 8 minutes. Hold on. Where is my trophy for an 8 minutes? Whole 8 minutes and didn't say anything. I wonder if can I connect to my headset? Let me turn this on. I see if I can put this in. Yeah, you should be proud for an 8 minutes. I mean, it's probably a step up. Let's see if I can. I don't usually use the headset like this, but like I'm going to use the headset like this. Arctis Pro Connect. Do I have to do this? Maybe it's not actually. Didn't work. Okay. Now, let's see. I just want to hear something, because I'm not hearing anything at all. Didn't work, make sure your Bluetooth device is... But isn't that there? Okay, well maybe it is connected. Water, have you been playing this at all, or have you been keeping up with the the details for this? At all? What is it, the stuff they're playing? To be fair, I don't know. Oh, that's all the footage they had given so far. Nope, I know nothing about it. Fair enough, that's okay. What I want to do is... I want to see... I don't know if there's audio coming through in TikTok. Is there audio coming through in TikTok? I think there's audio coming through in TikTok. Oh shit, maybe there isn't. Extraction shooters. Bye, do me a favor, will you jump over? Are you still there? Will you jump over to YouTube or to TikTok and see if there's audio coming through? Hey, Divine. This is a cool reveal. Hey, Sky. I need to change those fucking intros. There's Sky. Sky is you're there. Extraction shooter sounds annoying if I lose everything. Ah, well, like back in the days, that used to be like pretty standard how games played, right? That you would lose shit. And yes, the sound is on there on TikTok. Thank you for that. Back in the days. Yeah, back in the days. I mean, like, you get reset to a checkpoint, right? But, like, I don't know how, like, what's the full thing that you lose? I just need to see how I can actually get... You still keep stuff you extracted with in previous runs. Okay. But you have to complete those runs. What was it? Voice meter? No, voice meter banana? Banana, yeah. And now it's going to slow down my fucking system. I don't know what is working here. Bit like Helldivers? Is it? Everyone excited for Easter? I haven't really thought about Easter, in fairness. I don't think it's banana. I think it's potato. So I need voice potato. Voice meter is 64. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. 120 seconds. Jesus. What are you watching, Neff? I am just trying to put... I have to add a... Everything is set up for the PlayStation, so I have to add... turn on a new voice meter to connect the sound that's coming out of of my streaming platform and put it into the headset. It's like a pain in the arse, to be fair. More effort gone into this than D2. Oh, don't go down that road. Don't go down. We don't. You no idea. Like, they've been working on this for years. Let's not get like super negative on something we don't little or nothing about. give it a chance. Like, I know nothing about it, I'll still give it a chance. Cooler reveal. How would that... Yeah. I suppose. I like it. They haven't done many, like, big scale reveals in a while, have they? Bungie. 38 seconds, motherfucker. I mean, if anyone knows what they actually have to reveal. I mean, game, like, just no game. Come on. Just have, like, is it game, like, gameplay, that's it? Oh, like, it's so weird having these two things on. I would give Marathon a go. Well, that's my... Hey, Tyler, this is Marathon, Bungie's new game. Well, new, old game. I don't know even how you'd work that. Their new reveal gameplay. Put it like that for Marathon. Okay. What do I want to do here? I don't know. Are people excited about it? Remake, I guess. I suppose remake, yeah. Like, re-release, refresh, re-something. Oh, there we go. Now I have audio. Yay, it works. Like, the people... I mean... Oh, the audio actually works. I can go up and down. I like my cat worth gifting. I like my cat worth gifting? What's that mean? Well... Give me 2 seconds. Okay. What was that anyway? Game, I like my cat worth remake, I guess. I may stick quality banter there. There's a lot going on there, isn't there? I saw like nearly every Destiny streamer is actually pushing this out. Oh, my room looks like a fucking mess. So strange. Subscribe to any streamer in the marathon category to earn a custom chat badge. Right, okay. Custom chat badge? I hope it's good. Do these... Like... What was the last good... Let me pull this over, actually. What was the last good extraction shooter that anyone played? Was like... I think Smoke was saying, like... What was it? Division? No. Not Division, right? Pretty sure the box was to take the robot down the stairs. I play off the grid, it's pretty fun. Tarkov? Is Tarkov an extraction shooter? I always thought Tarkov like was that like proximity chat thing that like the free proximity chat thing that people don't really shoot. They just more go around talking to each other. Delta Force. That's it, Delta Force. Is the extraction shooter. Is it? So do they have like proximity chat? Do they all have proximity chat, or is it just Tarkov's well known for it? Music is kind of chill. I don't know what to make of this as well. Hey, Joshua, how are we doing? Thoughts on how the story ended? Probably one of the most recognizable. Yeah, well, even I know Tarkov and I don't play those kind of extraction shooters, apparently. Thanks for the follow, Joshua. Thank you. Thank you. You like the shorts, then? Thoughts on how the story... Are you saying how Destiny's, like, Heresy ended? Overall, I thought it was a really good... Probably the best episode by a long shot, to be fair. But I felt the ending was a bit flat. Yes, they took out... It was going to happen that they were going to... They couldn't keep the Echo going. But, like... I felt like... So, like... What? Where was the stakes? What was... How is this important? It didn't feel like it was wrapping anything up that they hadn't just created. And you go like, I don't like the idea that I don't know what's next. I'd have no floor, there's no roadmap. There's nothing saying this is where Destiny is. Defo best episode. Absolutely, 100%. Still to find what Curio of the Nines are. I thought I was stupid. Do people not know what that is either? I have no idea what those are for. I have a chunk of those, right? Isn't there? They dropped from the season pass, but like, what are they for? Probs writes. Well, why would they drop them? It would be typical Bungie, actually. Just drop something and not tell people. Is something that they would definitely do. No clue. I've no clue either. Maybe a future event. The video that I have releasing tomorrow. I touch on to the first thing I talk about is the Rite of the 9 weapons and the armor sets. Armor sets were pretty fire. Do anyone remember those armor sets? They actually looked pretty hot. And the guns as well, like the white paneling with the vermilion green, hints, accents, pretty fire. Unless redeemed for old Trials gear. I mean, if we were getting old Trials gear, I'd be, yeah, that looks cool. And they get like, there's also with the 9 get their own origin perk, Gravity Well, it's called. It's I think it's picking up special ammo, gives you heavy ammo. I had it in the... I can't remember what I said. Actually, I do know, because I have the text. I had the script for that video. Where is it? Where's my right of the 9? Okay. Small way, episode heresy. Gravity well. The trait automatically pulls in ammo bricks whenever you reload, making ammo management easier during fights. Okay, so you reload and you get ammo. That's not a bad perk. 9 DLC when? I mean, if they flesh out the 9, but the 9 have always, like... They're cool and all, but, like... I heard some interesting, like, potential leaks for Frontiers, and that it's not as off the wall we get a new species completely at all. But, like, again, trusting leaks, you know, putting a lot of salt on those fucking leaks. The way we killed the knife was meh. I think we just needed to finish that knife off. Was this Katir, or I think it was their name or something like that. I was more interested in what they were going to do, like where was the... Because we were promised, oh, at the end of Frontiers there's going to be a lead-in to Frontier. At the end of Heresy is going to be a lead-in to Frontiers. I didn't see that. Did anyone see that? Is this their first... Is this these guys' first time on a video on, like, a cam? I don't know if they set this up, like... But do Bungie usually... Oh, wait, it's a Saturday. They're doing a launch. I want to know who controls the Taken. Yeah, like, every time I put that out there, like, people throw in Bife's suggestion that it's one of the 9, which I don't like. I haven't seen anything that really supports that, but look. They'll take what Bife says and run with it, so... it could be, I suppose. It could be. Who knows? Cannot be disabled. Maybe I can... Didn't Bife say it was Jupiter? Yeah. In honesty, man, I don't really pay attention to what Bife says. My life is too short to waste to listen to Bife. I mean, I'd rather just come at it my own opinion. And I don't know enough to kind of form anything that would be close to... What are they doing anyway? I think they just see a camera and they go mental. You can tell I'm not used to the laptop keyboard. Why? I can't remember the answer. Oh, it's fine. Like, I have to guess what people say half the time. Where have you been for the last few days, Sky? I haven't been streaming, but I haven't seen you in the Discord. Man, I can't use the had a lot of work. Neff, have you heard of Schedule 1? No. What's Schedule 1? No, I have only one stream running. Why is it saying that I... Found it. I can't find where. That's not actually... Drug Simulator. It's pretty popular. Honestly, pretty cool game. Oh, what did you say it was called? Schedule 1? No. The ARG was pretty cool. I tried to take part, but it just confuses me. I don't really know what the ARG was. Do I have a couple of things running there? Ad break in progress. Okay. The ARG was... Anyone... Like, what exactly was the ARG? I sound like such a dick. I just don't know what it was. Fuck you, guy. No, nobody knew what it was? Okay. Obviously not. There's nothing going on with the camera, no? The only info I have about it is from Smoke and Twitch. Yeah, where is Smoke? What's he watching it on that he decided... Well, I didn't say to anyone that I was actually going to stream this, and I paid no attention to Marathon, so it's fair. I don't, like... I'm interested to see what it looks like. But, like, apart from that, I have not an iota. He said something on Discord a bit ago. He did, yeah. But I want him to repeat it on stream. I could read it out, I suppose. Like, the music choices are interesting nonetheless. I feel like I should have something. I don't really need to add music, do I? The music is already pretty intense. I'm too poor to remove ads. RIP, I should probably stop buying Funko Pops. Yeah, my man. I presume Funko Pops are a lot more expensive than, like, a sub somewhere, right? I haven't bought ever a Funko Pop. Half an hour. Okay. How many Funko Pops do you have, Divine? My addiction. What you get to Funko Pops? Oh, or like you just get anything that you can actually. I've never bought a Funko Pop either. 56. Jesus Christ. Like. I have 2 display cases. Oh, look at you, display cases. We have moved pretty much every 2 years for the last few years, so not getting display cases. I have a wine fridge. That's about it. That's my display case. That's my life of a display case. This music is really making me too chill. My money goes into collectibles like knives and hats. Like, I presume that's supposed to be knives rather than knives and hats, right? It's a very different vibe to Destiny, I'll give it that. I would buy knives, but UK rules suck. Well, you can buy display knives, as in nothing sharp. I think that's the difference, right? Knives typo. My bad. I wanted a rep Doppler, but UK rules say. What the fuck is a rep Doppler? Replicant Doppler. What's a Doppler? My knife knowledge is not great. Have to say, not great at all. I'm okay with that. Oh, there we go. The camera's back up. For some reason, it was down. I wanted a replica. Cogs. CSGO. I would rather get shot in the foot than live anywhere near the UK. Oh, well, to be fair, you have much more of a chance of getting shot in the foot than in the US than you do in the UK. So, if you just generally want to be shot in the foot, you're in the perfect country to live in. How did you know? Oh, yeah, because he said. I have a couple of replica, like, knives I got in Morocco 10 years ago or something. They're like, not, yeah, they're kind of daggers. They're sharp as well. So I'm surprised I got them back, but it was 15, 20 years ago. Canuck, are you still on YouTube? YouTube is quiet. It's always quiet. The fuck do you think is going on here? People just don't go around shooting people in the foot. No, not in the foot. They wait until they have like semi-automatic machine guns and then see, wow, where do kids populate? It's defo stricter now. Yeah. I brought back a compound bow with me as well. Zombie knives? Zombie knives? Semi-auto machine guns. Oh, sorry. Semi-automatic. Sorry. Semi-automatic. I just put words. I mean, I'm sure that, like, the Americans have stuck an semi-automatic and a machine gun together to see if you could, like, get more firing rate out of it. Glued it. Those bad boys. Arms dealer here. Yeah, I doubt I'd be a good arms dealer. I peddle lore. That's all I peddle. No guns here. Okay, hit him in the foot. And wear some socks. You. Dilettante. Well, there's a trigger system where it fires when you pull the trigger and release it. Yeah, but if you've got a submachine gun and an auto rifle glued onto each other, two firing, which I'm sure the fucking vibration would actually break it apart. A sub-mac rifle. It'd be a... Yeah, actually, no, I can't come up with something better than that. Do I get an emblem from watching you as well, Norm Bungie watch Bungies? You get a chat. You get a icon. Is this like the? No, a chat badge. I think you get a badge. There was something about. Hold on, I can check. We're making a new weapon system because this was on the. This was on. See how Fi is currently yapping in the Discord. So his 8 minutes are busted. If I check in the Bungie in their Twid. Okay, so let me see. Emblem. Frog Blast the Core. Oh, apologies. We have a new and cool Destiny 2 emblem to share. It says here it comes from a star system relatively close to Sol. Only 12 light years. Okay, on 12th of April between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Pacific during Tau Ceti emblem in Destiny 2. Any Twitch channel in the Marathon directory will be... Yes. Yes. You get that emblem, the Marathon emblem. We will also have a special Twitch badge available to anyone who subscribes to a creator in the Marathon. Who did you subscribe to? Divine. You have that emblem. So you obviously subscribed to somebody. Who'd you subscribe to? Oh, you gifted? Was that the price of a Funko Pop gone? What are they doing? Do they have like the cam? Is it on like just a crotch shot? Awesome. Saw you was live, joined yours. Oh, thank you, Provine. Always good to have you on board. Since I was abandoned by my #1 fan, Smoke is gone. So what? Like, Smoke hasn't even signed up to my OnlyFans. I mean, he said he'd be funding that shit. Smoke doesn't love you anymore. I know. He's gone the way of Scott. Abandoned. Although he is watching this, I think. We have what, 24 minutes? Usually the timer works really well when Destiny's down. Sub-Mackie rifle. A Sub-Mackie rifle. I can probably... Water, tag him! Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Make this fucking chair. I've forgotten where the thing is for this. Ah, here it is. There we go. Tag Smoke in the Discord. Where is he? This is too relaxed. Is it too relaxed? I've never been able to do this because I always had to be in the face of the screen for the PlayStation. anyone here, like, Divine, do you play Tarkov? Do you have a PC? Although technically I can play Tarkov because I have a PC as well. Although I never stream on the... I never actually play on the PC. There's GG, okay. Nope, no PC, okay. And it's only PC, right? As far as I remember, it's only PC. See, okay. Like a quick jumped in the beginning, but I didn't. I think he's still playing Borderlands. Oh, I'm watching someone in the UK and another from Australia that said that have keys. Weird. Playtest will be limited to North American servers only. Yeah, that's what I thought. Literally 10 streams pulled up right now trying to snag a key. You see, if Smoke was here, I'd probably say to him, I could probably ask Perception because he has some... he was gifted keys, so I could have asked him, but he didn't say it to me, so... Big sad. Yeah, we get no keys. Yeah. So that's a bit sucky. Region locked. Like, that's really cute. I was wondering as well why, like, they didn't send... Nobody from outside of the US was getting any of those boxes or anything. I go like, that's nice. All of the promo I do for Destiny, they don't care. Weird move for Bungie. Oh, fuck them. I mean, them being US-centric, even though they have offices in the Netherlands. I'm pretty sure Bungie has offices in the Netherlands. Time Sausage got one. Oh, that dick. He has the most annoying voice. Oh, like I sound like such a negative guy. Well, like, voices are important to me, and I just... Maybe it's maybe I am. Really, like, I mean, he's Welsh, right? I usually have no problem with the Welsh. Like, Welsh are cool. Scottish are cool. Depends where you come from in England. But, like, the... broadly being kind of racist. But, like, it's just... Also, I don't really know why... Like, why it's popular. But anyway, we all have our shit, right? Did you tell, like, 20 minutes? Because international shipping, I don't know, Bungie's weird. Bungie can afford international shipping. I like the Scottish, I like the Irish, I'm not a fan of the Brits. At least most Brits. There are definitely some cool people in England. Like, yeah. I mean, the stuff is fine. England's grand. It's fine. Yeah. I wasn't sure if Divine was going to take offense to that now. But water seems to live on offending. No more tea for you. I think they dumped all their tea, didn't they? Tea ban. Most of the country drinks coffee, so if you could do something with coffee, I think they'd be upset, but... It's just... Everybody that's working in Bungie is just in on a Saturday, just sitting around. Drinking coffee and... Oh, I forgot it's morning. I drink latte anyways. So, a shot of espresso and mostly milk. Don't touch my fucking... I see, I knew there was, like... I knew there was, the hot point was going to be the coffee. That's insulting, liking Scottish over us English. Ho ho ho. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, Baz. You sound like an Englishman. I don't know, is it the lilt? Scots hate us. The Scottish hate the English? It's probably because you won't let them go. Scots are funny, that's why I like them. Yeah, the Scottish are cool. The Highland accent is a tough one at times, though. I'm friends with so many Scots. 18 minutes. 17 minutes, 36 seconds. I don't know any Scottish... Do I know... do I know any Scots? Irish accent, damn. What about the Irish accent? I have a very soft, kind of middle of the road Irish accent. I could turn it up to 15, or turn it up to 11 with the Irish accent, and go like, "Ah, big Irish or Jesus, what do you want to do today, like?" Oh God. Oh, Irish women, they'll bite your cock off and then hand it back to you, and then tell you to go for a pint. Music. Can you imagine the fucking money they'd be bringing in just for this feed? Stream is warming up. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. Girly girls, girly girls. You know when I was like, you know, last what was this? Last Tuesday I broke the like 59,000 follower thing on YouTube, and then I didn't post for the last few days. That's dropped to like 19 to 58. What is it at? Yeah, I lost 17, so I'm now at 85 again. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. It depends on where you're from. People say women or girls. Do people say women or girls? Interact with those. Not long now. 15 minutes. What are your predictions for this? Like, what are you looking for? You say both, depending. Duty? Boom. I'm in the wrong source, but you overlay. How's that? I want to get it good enough. Okay. Just thought I'd pull that to full screen. Gotta be special to make me leave Destiny. You wouldn't. I mean, there's nothing going to be on for Destiny for a good like month-ish, maybe less than a month. So, I mean, it's a perfect time for them to. Although I don't know when they're actually going to launch anything. Yeah, I'm saying, why is it either or? Do you only play one thing at a time? I think people get locked in on Destiny, and then there's such an intensity to fucking Destiny players. Think might try Atomfall. I wish there was games that actually just kept my interests like that. The problem is, like, Destiny kept my interest for so long, I kind of hooked. But like, I now have nothing to do there. Like, I did a stream on Thursday, and I'm going, I just don't want to play the same shit. Like, I want something. Give me something. I just didn't want to. I thought it could have been. It could have been I just didn't want to play that day either. I don't know. Just having a weird day. I can only play Destiny. I would lose my fracking mind. I can't only play Destiny. I'm right. Okay, I was going to say, what the first part? Yeah. I can't. I need to play other things. Although every time I play something on the PlayStation, like I go, maybe I can be streaming it. And then if I'm streaming it, I'm not really enjoying it because I'm not like locked in what I'm looking at, where I'm playing. So it's like catch-22. And then I'm always looking for fucking lore as well, going, oh, is this interesting? Is this how can I look at this that it might be an interesting way of like representing it as a fact. But I mean, right now I still want to go back to Assassin's Creed Shadows because like that's actually a pretty fire game. Yeah, you have to make time to play games off stream. Sometimes it's better to just enjoy the game outside of streams. I know, but I play it and I go, oh, I mean, I could just turn the stream on. It almost feel like I'm guilty on not streaming and playing it. I don't know where that's coming from. I hope this doesn't flop. If it's a good game, it won't flop. I hope. Play Gran Turismo Sniper Elite and Wreckfest. Oh, I can't play Gran Turismo. Like, it's crazy that like anything that doesn't have a lock-in world for me, like in some kind of like high fantasy or even sci-fi, something that creates a world around me that like I'm actually really interested to investigate at my own pace, then it just doesn't hold on to my attention. I think that feeling is common with streamers. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on it. I think it is as well. I've heard a couple of other streamers say the same thing. Although I don't really talk to a whole lot. I mean, the only ones are a couple of Destiny streamers, and that's about it. Streamers are a very unique group of people. It's not a very... They're unique, put it like that. They're unique. Is it just been this track that has been rotating? Oh, hold on.
Our full reveal to go ahead and show you some marathon gameplay live here from Bungie HQ, but we actually have the distinct privilege of being joined by a pretty solid contingent of the marathon development team in-house. So in addition to some of the folks we're going to be talking to on stage here in just a little bit, we wanted to take the opportunity to get to introduce you to just a few of them here before we kicked off the show. Now, first things first.
Oh, he's walking and talking.
A little bit, and someone who has also agreed we're going to do it on film and make sure that everyone knows that you've agreed to take me on a run at some point. But Kevin Yanis, Senior Design Lead here at Bungie. How's it going?
It's going great. I'm really excited for this truly momentous day.
It's going to be a lot of fun. What about today's show are you
truly
most
momentous
about?
Yeah, honestly, I'm really excited for the team, or for everyone to see the team's work on the runners. We've been developing these gameplay fantasies and visual for a long time. I know the community's reacted really positively to some of the previews we've given, and you know, Bungie games have this immaculate touch and feel, this great gunplay, and with Marathon, we're adding tact shooter elements to it. To really increase that depth and mastery that people expect from our games. So I'm excited to see how everyone reacts to that.
And now we're going to get to see a lot of that soon, but we're also going to get to see, you mentioned you get to work on the runners. Can you tell us just a little bit, without spoiling what's on the show, what we're going to see?
I'll spoil it. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay
sure.
to be spoiled.
With these runners, you're going to see they're pretty archetypical. So you're going to see
Archetypical?
but clear and distinct.
No
fantasies
sound?
and gameplay identities and roles, and hopefully people.
There's no
walk away
sound
from
on the
this
audio?
Understanding how their team compositions are going to look like and what their friends are going to play.
Outstanding. Kevin, well, thank you for being here
2
today, man.
seconds.
We appreciate it. As we go right on down the line, we're also joined by Senior Engineering Lead here at Bungie, Mr. Sean Chan. Sean, how's it going, man?
Okay.
Hi, I'm
2
great.
seconds.
Yeah,
I was
it's really
wondering
good.
why that
How are
was.
Doing great. Thank you for asking. That's so nice of you. For folks out there that may not know what it is a Senior Engineering Lead does, what do you do here at Bungie?
Yeah, I make sure everything works. So like, if something doesn't work, Kevin comes and calls me, right? This doesn't
Is
work.
this
Kevin calls me.
Ennerbert, Tim?
Like,
Does
oh,
that
Sean, it
is there
doesn't
sound
work, you
now?
know?
I mean, it's a huge undertaking, obviously, here working in video games. It's such an intersection between art and science.
Fi?
Anything particular
Or not
today that
Fi,
you're really
fuck
excited
it.
for people to see?
Water.
We have a lot of cool tech that people haven't seen yet. Like
Twitch sound
stuff that
okay, but
happened
subtitles are
in this
behind.
game that we just haven't seen before, right? So this will be the first time they see it. I'm really nervous, and I hope everything works well.
Being nervous means you're both excited but want it to go well, so that's a good thing.
The subtitles aren't mine,
Well,
Baz.
Sean, thank you for being here today, man, too. We really appreciate it.
Raven, is there
And
sound
of course,
coming
as
on
we go
TikTok?
down the line, we're also joined by Marathon's narrative director,
I'm just
Julie
trying to see if
Narden.
there's
Julie,
sound
how
coming
you
on
doing?
TikTok. Sorry,
Really
playing
excited,
Warframe.
Andy.
Oh,
Today we're obviously going to get a lot to show, or get to show off a lot rather today here in just a little
Nope,
bit.
no
but
sound.
what are you most
Okay.
excited for people to see?
Oh, man.
Hold on.
So,
I will
as you
check
know,
out
we've
why.
been treating this as both a reimagining of and a direct successor to the original trilogy, which means we've been taking that really rich, textured world building from the original games and using it as sort of a sacred foundation that we want to continue building on. And finally, we get to share some of
Okay,
that with
we
our
see if
community
there's-
today.
Why did
Very
she
exciting.
say
And
it's like that?
selfishly, as someone who grew up
I
playing
don't
the
know.
original trilogy with his dad, it's been so much fun getting to talk story with you. Can't wait for everyone to get to
Okay.
see. Anything in particular, anything else that you're excited for people to get to dig into as they learn more about Marathon? We've unleashed a little bit with the ARG and everything,
Voice
but any
1,
thoughts so far?
voice meter 1.
If I said it, I'd get in trouble. So I think I want to keep it a surprise.
Fair question. All right, well, we got a big show coming up. Thank you, Julia, for being here.
Voice
Thank
1
you all,
meter.
too, for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it a ton. All right, we are in final prep now, everyone. So we'll be back in just a little bit on the other side with some
Okay.
Marathon gameplay. Don't go away.
Audio. Okay, let's see if this works. Have I fucked my stream now? I don't know if that works now. Error, YouTube is not receiving what? Error. Oh god. Yeah. Right, yo. Okay, so hold on. Oh, juggling sound now. Let me see. Skill tag. There should be audio coming through there. Chat is sub only. Where? Oh. On Bungie? Subscribers only. Oh of course. Yeah. If there is, I don't hear it. I hear you, but not Marathon. Hold on, I am working on it, Raven. Give me a second. It's this. I have 2 feeds on, so it's 2 seconds. Who in the right mind would give Bungie a sub? Lots of people. A lot more subs. Okay. And this is why I should prep the actual. Okay. No, that all works. Yeah, there's nothing playing. Okay. Well, what's wrong, Divine? The music is interesting. Oh, yeah. I can't, for the life of me, work out why there's no audio coming through for this on TikTok. It looks like it's blank as well. Not it anyway. I wonder if I could actually. I wonder if I can actually push a default wireless games. Audio source, no speakers, no applications. Is audio coming in through? No, right? That wouldn't work. Dyslexia on one day. Why? I have the Elden Ring badge and I didn't know. Device not connected or not available yet. Okay, I understand that. I don't use Twitch outside reveals or emblems. I use Twitch quite a lot. Settings. It's running the 3 streams is such a pain in the hole. Device not connected, but it is connected. Realtek digital, Realtek. Okay, shit, man. My attention span sucks. I mean, it seems to be okay from my perspective.
Bungie HQ here in beautiful Washington, where we're coming to you live with the opportunity to share a little bit of marathon gameplay with you for the very first time. Okay. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and we've got an awesome show lined up for you with a little surprise at the end that you're going to want to stick around to. So make sure to go ahead and not tune out early.
Raven,
no need to worry.
You might want to jump over to Twitch. I can't get this fucking
teammates here at Bungie to walk us through some of what we're going to be seeing today. So no time like the present. Let's get into the show. First things first, this gentleman here to my right, to your left, is Marathon's game director, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Joe, how you doing?
Yeah, I can't get this
Great.
working.
Thank you very much. Like, super excited to finally show something about our game. You know, we've been a little bit silent for a while, but we're hoping you'll have a lot of fun today.
Yeah, we'll have another video in addition to one of just you in your office hanging out.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, I won't be talking for like 20 minutes straight this time. I promise, yeah.
So for anyone out there that may not know you or what you do here, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I work with a lot of amazing people. Some
on,
people
where's
on the
the
stage,
mouse,
a
fuck's
lot of
sake?
people who are sort of in the audience here today. My goal is ultimately to take sort of all the ideas that we have, bring them together into a singular experience, and help to deliver that experience as a single thread. So, just love that.
Thank you very much for being here today, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. As we go on down the line, we're also joined by a man who's been instrumental in bringing the worlds of both games and film to life, our franchise art director, Mr. Joe Cross. Joe, how's it going?
Okay. I'm conquesting as I am conquesting as I am conquesting. You need to do more. What?
Joe, for anyone, obviously you've got some fans here, but for anyone out there in the audience at home that may not know you or doesn't get a chance to work with you, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so I'm Joe Cross.
Oh, there
I'm,
is sound, but very
franchise
quiet.
art director of Marathon.
Oh, is there?
And you know,
Hold
my
on.
job is to sort of set the tone and the vision, the visual style of this, reimagine this IP and this this amazing game, and then you know, make sure that our world-class art team is set up for success. Paving the way a bit.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everything. We're going to have a lot to dig into today, so thank you for being here as well.
There is sound, but
As we
it's
go
very low.
right on down the line, we have, without a doubt, the most important Andrew on this stage here today, our gameplay director, Mr. Andrew Wits. How's it going, Wits?
Now? Visuals for the shows, but sending, or I'm
Wits,
hearing the
for
sound
anyone
from
out
Twitch
there that
stream.
may be just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, Andrew Witz, I'm the gameplay director. What basically means is I had to work with a bunch of awesome people to set up what the sandbox, the survival sandbox of Marathon is going to be. So that's runners, weapons and equipment, and the combatants, the UESC. They're going to be hunting players on Tau City. So yeah, what up to the gameplay team? Thank you all for all your work.
And of course, last but exceptionally not least, someone who you've probably seen in Bungie Vidocs in the past and someone who's been able to help guide design here at Bungie since Halo 3. The one, the only Mr. Senior Design Lead here, rather, the one, the only Mr.
It could be
Lars
hearing from my headset.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lars,
Hey,
we're back.
Chronic.
You could say Marathon's back.
You could. I'll leave that to
Maybe.
you, though. Well, for anyone out there in the audience who may not get that reference and is just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Yeah, my name is
did
Lars
not know why that
Bakken. I'm a
sounded
senior
awkward.
design lead on the Run team. Shout out to Run team, everyone that's out there right now. A lot of fans out there.
I cannot get the sound working
So
on
the Run team is
TikTok.
consisting of, we make the maps, so the zones that you're going into, we make the activities, so we take some of the cool stuff that Andrew's team, we remix it, we add the UESC in, we make them real difficult on purpose. And then we also have the contracts team, which are the factions, the
Nope, I can't get the
corporations
sound working on
that players are sort of doing deals with because they're mercenaries, and so
Run
and that
team, great
gets
name.
a little bit down into sort of the missions and everything, and so that's the stuff I hopefully make everyone proud with.
Well, we'll get into that here very shortly, but no, thank you all for starters all for being here. Before we get started as well, a quick reminder,
dull.
do yourself a favor, make sure
I
you've
mean,
got your
they're
Bungie
developers.
and your Twitch account linked
Like,
to make sure you don't miss out on the Twitch drop
it's
that's going
fine.
on right now. And if you also go ahead and subscribe
ads
to
coming
any
in on,
channel in the Marathon
Twitch
directory,
there.
you can get a special little cat badge next to your name to go
Chronic,
ahead
were
and
you
show everyone
looking?
here today.
Do you know
go
anything
out
about
there,
this
find a streamer you
marathon?
haven't found before, and make sure and drop a sub out there and share the love. And also, if you have dropped your sub here on Marathon the Game, worry not, that money all goes to the Bungie Foundation.
No, not much.
So thank you for
Is
helping
the
us
audio
help them
completely
keep
not
some
working
out
on
there.
TikTok?
And
Fucking can't get this
now
thing
we have a
working.
big show again lined up. We've got some gameplay on the way coming up very shortly. We had a chance to go ahead and work with some creators and press very recently, and we're going to show you what they thought of the game. And of course, again, I'll repeat myself, but we've got something really great for you at the end of the show. So make sure and stick around.
Yeah, it's silent.
But
I can't-
again, the
I have
purpose
no
of today
idea
is
why
to
the
show
audio is
some
not
gameplay.
working.
Mr. Joe
Absolutely.
Ziegler, I'd love to hand the mic to you for this next part.
Yeah, so before we get started, obviously there's a lot to talk about today. We have a little bit of a taste to show you about what our game is about, just to kick us off, so we can put some images to what we've been talking about here. So let's take a look.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Okay. Yeah, guys, on TikTok, if you want to watch, if you want to hear it, unfortunately, it's not working on Twitch, or it's not working on TikTok, just move to the Twitch channel.
Death. The end of all things. But the dream is not over.
That sounds like Devram K.
Now, run.
You hate how it looks? The trailers are very Bungie. They're very Bungie coded. This looks mid. Okay. September 23rd, 2025. Okay. Could just be me though. I mean,
Everyone, first things first, you saw that correctly. Marathon will be releasing just later this year on September 23rd, so you'll be able to ship out to Tau City very shortly. And
Okay,
in
guys,
addition to that, coming just later this month on April 23rd, we're going to be running a closed
okay,
alpha
right?
test that you can be a part of. Now, as a quick heads up, this is going to be focused on North America, 18 plus only. So there's going to be a big chance to play up front, but don't worry, there's going to be other opportunities to play later. So to make sure you're caught up with all the details and you're ready to go,
yeah, North
do
America
yourself a
only.
favor, head
Fuck
over
you,
to our
Bungie.
Discord at discord.gg/marathonthegame. And of course, if you're here in Twitch chat with us today, then you've already done yourself a big favor. Members of our community and moderation teams are going to be going out and looking for folks to.
Oh, there's like
to drop codes
always,
to as well
it's
to make sure
like
that you
just
can
the
get
US.
priority access when the alpha kicks off. So go ahead and keep an eye out on your inbox. There's no exclamation point drops or anything you need to do, though I'm sure folks will do it anyway. But worry not, you've gone ahead and done yourself a favor by being here today. But let's get into it. What did we just see?
A lot of death, you know, is first what we all saw. But honestly, you saw a first glimpse of some of what's going on in Marathon, you know, our extraction shooter.
Do you want me to turn off those?
It's got a little bit of everything. It's got some runners in there. It's got some weapons in there.
Captions?
It's got some crazy stuff happening, but yeah.
Yeah, a little taste of the weapons in there. You saw some alternate weapon actions. The flip scope is in there, so weapons are going to do more than just shoot, obviously. It's a
turn the captions off, okay?
Things. Yeah, a lot of runner abilities are in there as well. The UESC, obviously a little taste of the UESC and what they're capable of. Yeah, a lot of awesome stuff.
And some
What's the
fun world
USC?
interactions too. Like there's that sequence where the shutters go down and then everything goes wrong for the team that's in that room. But that's, yeah, it's pretty cool to see those things.
Yeah, everything goes wrong. The Andy Salisbury story. Mr. Ziegler, so why are we making Marathon? Why is Bungie going into the extraction shooter space?
I mean, extraction shooters are something that are a passion of ours. Like, we really like the idea of like bringing this experience that we've
Did you
all
miss
enjoyed,
most of that
which is
Divine?
this kind of intense survival-based experience where you are frequently unsure of what's going to happen next, but you're on that adventurous ride of it. You know, it's like, we talk about it sort of like it's a horror story that's kind of unfolding before you. And testing yourself to see if you can survive it. And we really wanted to take that and sort of,
fuck this, I'm
I
gonna
don't know,
turn
bring a
off
lot more people into it.
the.
When you love something, you really kind of want to just, you know, attract
Turn off the
others to it,
TikTok.
so you
It's
can have a bigger
painless,
party
like,
with it.
I
And
can't
so,
get the audio working.
yeah, we've
so.
been doing a lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it shows. And, you know,
26th
Lars,
September, was that?
obviously,
Yeah.
Bungie's got a
23rd,
long
right?
history of shooters, but this is a new type altogether for us to dive into. From your side, what's it been like designing?
Did you see the
game?
gameplay?
It's been fantastic. So when I started at Bungie, it was on the multiplayer team, and I am a competitive person.
8089, is that you,
nature.
Raven?
I really
I don't
enjoy
know
PvP,
which it was.
And so having to take that in the Marathon game and think about every single angle of every design,
Magic.
knowing
Oh.
that there will be
Oh,
other
geez,
human
Magic.
beings
I haven't seen you in
around
the.
and on the other
Have you
side
ever
of it
been on
has
the
just
stream
been
before?
Fascinating and really exhilarating for myself personally, and I also know for the team.
been really exciting to see. And, you know, obviously, you mentioned we saw a lot. We saw some runners. Mr. Wits, can you do me a favor and help introduce
Maybe twice.
these 4 runners that are going to be available when the closed alpha test
Missed
begins?
most gameplay due to
We'll
ads.
have 6 runners at
Sorry,
launch, but
Baz.
we're focusing on the core 4 here. For they're gonna be
Subs
using
don't get
alpha.
ads, my
So going
friend.
left to right, we have Locust.
No,
Locust
it's
is
all
our
good.
soldier kind of fantasy, our soldier kit, all about push forward gameplay, right? The first one in, trying to get as many picks as possible, right, against either the UESC or other players. Next, we have Blackbird. It's very reconnaissance-based kit, all about like figuring out where players and enemies are in general and punishing poor positioning. Glitch is like our agile disruptor kind of kit, all about pushing forward, disrupting
First
enemy
gameplay
teams and what
part
they're
looks
doing and
blocky
getting
as
out and
fuck.
kind of having that kind of cycle.
I mean, that's the kind of going
Void
for a
is our,
digitized
is
look.
our stealth boy, our sneaky boy. All
It's
about
more a
going
style.
down, smokes, going
Wasn't
full
keen on what it
active
did
camo
see.
cloak, into the darkness, getting some reses, and then taking some people by surprise.
I mean, it's
So,
on
yeah,
brand
so
for what I thought it was going to
4-4
look
right
like.
now for
Very
alpha.
exciting. A lot of different play styles to choose from out of the gate. And even furthermore, Joe Cross, also, if anyone's not following Joe Cross on Twitter, do yourself a favor and do so. But you've been sharing some art with these runners pretty recently out there on Twitter with everyone.
Maybe
you know, before the show,
it'll
we were
just
talking a
take
little bit, and I've
some
heard this come
getting
up a
used
lot,
to.
But, you know, you guys have been working off of this concept of graphic realism. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what that means for the design here?
Yeah, it's one of our
it's
ingredients
digitized,
that we've
it
sort
looks-
of conjured up to help us define the visual world. For these runners, you know, the first thing we wanted to make sure was their visual fantasy reflected the gameplay fantasy well. And then we sort of
I mean,
have
it
our,
looks
you know,
stylish.
recipe of
I mean, everything is
influences and
going to be
inspirations for
styled, so they're not
reimagining
going to
this
have
world.
blood and guts. It's not going to be that kind of
And
game.
one of those sort of
It was never going to be that
constraints
kind of
we've
game.
created is this idea of graphic realism, where we kind of reduce the amount of geometry, we limit our materials, we use a lot of graphic design and color, and we sort of use it as a tool.
That's
on
very
board
clear.
Artists who are working on the project, and then it doesn't hurt to have a world-class concept team cranking this stuff out. And that's sort of the origin of a lot of these designs.
Yeah. And, you know, obviously the world of Marathon has so much legacy to it as well. You know, as a kid who grew up playing it, I know it well myself. But, like, what's it been like?
I never played. Did anyone here
It's
play
amazing. Yeah, for
Marathon, like the
out
original
there,
Marathon?
The sort of the father of the Marathon visual world in a lot of ways is this guy Craig Mullins, who you see art represented on the left. Started out as a fan.
Nope. Okay.
Then got incorporated into the IP officially by Bungie.
I never
So
played it.
His legacy looms super large, and we've always tried to, pay attention, pay homage, make sure we were doing justice. And
Didn't
you
even
can
know
see
there
here
was
in
an
the center,
original.
this is
Yeah,
kind of
it
a
was
proto-runner,
before
we
Destiny.
developed early in the process to make sure that our sort of approach to graphic realism and style lined up
Too
and
young, I
sort of
think.
represented that. And then on the right,
Yeah, it would
here,
have been
sort
12,
of an
13 years
evolution
ago or
into one of
something.
our actual runners here, Blackbird, with a similar
I
fantasy.
knew it. I know it was some more of a
and
PvP
composition.
thing.
So I think it's working out well, and I think we're doing something new, but also sort of looking
I'm
back.
old and I didn't know about
A
it.
3-panel study on how to hold the spine, right? Is what you're looking at.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah.
Is it a spine?
I don't know. It could be.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, that said, if anyone out there in Twitch chat as well has any questions, go ahead and drop them in. We're going to try and answer as many as we can. We're going to be showing, again, a lot of stuff today. So if you've got anything that comes to mind, please feel free.
I mean, stylistically, it looks interesting, right? That, like, just from that point
we've
of view.
obviously got a chance to go ahead and dive a little deeper. We've done some some telling. Let's go ahead and do some more showing by taking a bit of a deeper dive into some more Marathon gameplay.
Let's do it.
I'll allow your sperm content. Or your sperm. In 1994, was it? Shit.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat.
You've
Here
been
you're
biz.
fighting a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest.
Okay.
You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces, and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune.
Okay.
The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map. Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die.
It does feel blocky, alright.
Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable.
Always about filling your vault.
But it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents. And in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight.
Oh, we're back with factions.
Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic.
High on life? It does not look like high on life. I mean, bright colors, you mean?
Create highly dynamic and strategic team fights.
It feels like it was created by graphic designers, alright.
Or high rolling with powerful gear. You'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge.
Well, these are cutscenes, so.
Designed to be played in crews with contextual pings.
Oh, you're saying the gameplay.
Objectives, and down but not out to streamline playing with your
vibrant.
friends.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I
think the gameplay, how it looks, isn't going to be as good as like see what the gameplay is going to be actually like.
Out with your hard-earned loot. And if you believe your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill to take all the glory for yourself.
You can do solo.
Solo runner.
Okay.
No two runs in Marathon ever play out the same.
Yeah, I'd say give it a chance. Character designs don't look that good.
Players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive.
Man, Divine, you are like Magic Man. You are really down in it. Like it's for somebody who's never played it. Give it a chance.
Upgrades or increase your faction reputation. Slip into the shadows.
Interesting that they went with factions again after removing them from Destiny.
Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants.
Sorry, I just want flashy characters.
Rival crews.
I can't follow you. I don't know why.
Extra equipment,
Mr. Banana?
charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need.
You should be able to.
You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play your runner.
You have to verify your account. I had the same problem. All right, yeah. Yes, I have the verification thing.
Ranked play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to
seasonal.
unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4.
Fuck hell, they haven't learned their...
Remember, you're only ever one run away from your next big score.
Yeah, seasons. I suppose if it's not like story based, but like what are they seasoning it? What's the season going to be about?
All right. It's a decent amount of gameplay. All right. Let's get into breaking this down. So I think for starters, again, you know, as we touched on,
I'll give it a chance, but I'm sure about it. I mean,
history with Marathon.
Will it like it'll be free to play? I presume, right? Is it free to play?
Again, what was it like, kind of approaching this from your perspective? What were you looking to do?
You know, build on the legacy. The narrative of Marathon is incredibly rich and like inspirational, easy sort of inspiration for art. I also love just sort of having the keys to this car from this era, working on a game from this era. I love older games. I love the way the games look from the PS1.
Is Bungie
PS2
making a new game?
era.
Yeah, this is a new game. Well, a refresh of an old game, releasing new.
You know, like I said, paying
Marathon
homage to some of the great sort of iconic artists of the time. So
Yeah, and also we had some keen-eared folks in chat. I think Zoe Wolfinder asked if this is Ben Starr. Yep, Ben Starr was the narrator of that piece. Excellent ear.
Great voice, right?
Yeah, super cool. Yeah,
Wonderful voice.
He's almost an Andrew Witz, but he does his best. But all right, I'm gonna put you on the spot with a tough one, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Yeah. Who's your favorite runner?
Ooh, controversial question. I play a variety of them, but I will say probably the one I end up playing the most is Blackbird. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Any Blackbird mains out there? I like playing Blackbird because it's a great
SB2 updates
crew,
will take years now.
Like
No.
it's, in terms
Separate
of being able
teams,
to provide
separate
a lot of
teams.
information, provide a lot of support. It's also a great runner that's kind of helps to counter a lot of strategies that can occur, especially ambush strategies that happen. Also to catch Void out of position if Void's trying to hide. So yeah, there's a lot of versatility to how you can play it.
Yeah.
Mr. Witz, I think you and I share the same main. I got to ask as well, who's your go-to runner?
I'm guessing new maps and new runners, weapons, battle pass. Okay, as long as they don't get all up in the store, get like the same problem as you have with Destiny. Like they can't keep pushing out the same amount of story.
Like the first to try and get a pick, you know, seeing somebody out of position, going for that pick. Also, I like to play glitch a lot too. Again, like I really love that disruption playstyle.
There doesn't seem to be a story. There is a story. There's a context to it.
Trying to exfil, trying to extract, and then like taking like the arm cannon and just knocking them out of like the zone, and now they're trapped with me and hopefully my teammates. Joe.
I'm scanning. I'm looking for enemies. It's good, yeah.
To that same end, actually, as you guys kind of discuss the runners, Destas in chat asks, what's the pacing targets to the gameplay? Are there any movement or traversal mechanics?
Just
there are a lot of
I'd leave a question going, why just focused on
your effectiveness
on North America in the chat, but
yeah,
I'm
like
not subscribing to
We're
Bungie.
making like a survival sandbox, which means everything kind of has to have a cost, right? And so like if you want to go fast, like Locust has like a super sprint, so to speak. Like they have leg jets that kind of come on to help you sprint even faster. That causes heat. So basically, it's almost like a stamina system, but we call it heat because we're these awesome mercenary cyborgs, right? Where like the body overheats, and so this character has like some mobility, but you overheat quite a bit. So that's kind of the cost that's there, and so that's what pushes us into like finding implants that maybe like expand like how much like your heat meter, and also give you more agility, so you can even go even faster, right? So yeah, there's a lot of cost in the game in terms of when we place a mobility thing in there, we really want to make sure. It's like, how does this affect the pace, and how does this affect the overall survival sandbox?
And to be fair, we're still looking at the alpha builds. We got to balance a lot of stuff because some stuff is kind of sketchy. Yeah.
It's stuff like off the grid.
Yeah, I mean, and actually,
by the way, what is the new Twitch drop marathon or something?
Bug you a little bit.
Yeah, it's watching 15 minutes of it. It gives you a
and so like the runners are essentially like a
Destiny banner or Destiny emblem.
They have a bunch of implants.
And then if you sub to a stream that's watching it, you get a. What is this, like a an icon? Divine has it. You see that little.
You can increase your agility.
Thingy.
There's shields, obviously, to make you a bit more durable. We have cores. Cores are really cool. They basically give you like extra passives. And at the base rarity, like they have these kind of passives that you kind of play around. At the highest rarity, they are specific to the runner kit that you have, the runner you're playing. And what they do is they really augment your abilities wildly, right? So you can, you're doing one thing, and then you get like a core specifically for glitch, and now you're like, oh, my double jump is a triple jump? Like, that's how much we want to kind of push that, so that gear really matters.
Just do lost password, banana.
Are like completely the implants, the cores, weapon attachments. Weapons have like a pretty cool progression too. We have gold mods, which are kind of like the highest end of the attachment pool. They're essentially like exotics in our game, right? What is the exotic version of this Magnum that can do some wild stuff?
It's a Magnum.
So yeah, like really it's the entire package together is what the build crafting experience is in Marathon.
That's super exciting. And actually, to that same end, we got a question in chat as well from, I think, Firex is how you pronounce it. How many players are going to be in each map?
18,
isn't it?
Yeah, it varies per map. Got it. The footage that people have seen a lot of, Dire Marsh, we support up to 18 players.
Excellent. Okay, all right, so going to be room for a lot of play styles. To that same end, I know we talked a little bit about Void earlier as well. Lars, can you walk us through
Sounds
maybe
like
your playstyle when
lots
you're approaching any of these?
taking lots from Destiny, but
yeah.
you'd imagine that would be the case. I mean, they're all they've all worked on Bungie, so they're being separated into the new team.
It leans into this part of my personality.
But also, I mean, all these games are pretty similar. The language style just varies a bit. I mean, you're still going to have power, like
any claymores you see, let me know. And I'm putting
you want to upgrade. You have characters. They have guns. They have armor. Like it's same. It's just different using different lexicon of language.
You saw it in the video. It sends like a wall of smoke that sort of like your home base when you do that. It's a portable. Because when you go in that, you become invisible. You get automatic active camo. So I'll do things like set that up to make people believe I'm doing one thing and then do another. So a lot of subversive things. I'll go in there and I'll claymore the inside, right?
Sounds similar to Off the Grid. I haven't played Off the Grid. I don't know.
So
what about Bungo?
I also do things like I'll go to a place in the zone where there's high tier loot and I'll claymore it up and then close all the doors and leave and be like, I wonder if anyone's gonna show up. And then sure enough, maybe 5 minutes later I see the shield crack in the HUD and I'm like, yes, I can go back and see what's going on. So yeah,
Bungo.
That's how
okay,
I like to play.
say Bungo.
Yeah, how about you, Joe Cross? What's your go-to?
Do people just hate extraction shooters? Is that why there isn't that many of them?
Lose. So I generally pick the runner with the coolest helmet, and in this lineup, I think that's clearly Blackbird. As far as my play style, I'm typically just a decoy. So
it's like Joe, go over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Look really great.
Yeah, exactly. Just stand in the open for a little bit. Yeah.
I mean,
so that's
it plays into my design style.
Well, we want to thank you all for your collective sacrifice. We appreciate it. So actually, to that same end, obviously we do a lot of playtesting here internally. Wits, I know you mentioned you've got a folder of some of your best plays, but what are some of your most memorable runs so far?
Some of my memorable runs are really when...
They're cool, but really grindy. People don't like the risk of losing everything on you, although Tarkov is super popular. Super popular. Like, super popular.
I'm safe. Like, I'm kind of doing, like, a routine thing. I can get in and get out if I'm, like, smart about it and really kind of listen for what's going on. Like, there's no UESC around. There's no players around. And
I will be interested to see if they do bring in, like, the vicinity chat.
Same thing. And there's this moment of like you're about to turn the key to get into a locked room, and then the other team is right there, and you're like, oh crap! Like, and then you're like, this is all-out war in like a hallway that seems to be like a regular hallway, but now it's just like it just gets crazy. And so I think those are the peaks that happen.
Proximity chat, that's it. Yeah,
there's these tense moments where you're trying to do something that lead to these very quick crescendos where
And that's most streamers or most like clips you'll see from these kind of bigger extraction shooter guys. We just have conversations. This happened on Tarkov.
There's just processing power.
Yeah, the math is going. Like, it's happening.
It's improvisational, right? Yeah. It sounds like, runs can obviously entail a lot, but we also have a question from Sharky218. Is loot going to be just weapons, or is there going to be more for people to go after while they're out there in Tau City?
There's a ton of loot. There's a ton of loot. Yeah, there's implants.
Yep.
There's cores. There's equipment. There's
grenades.
Consumables.
Let's talk about grenades.
Yeah, there's grenades. We have a bunch of different types.
You know what you don't hear? The word armor. You don't wear armor? No armor.
We have valuables. We have
just guns.
Yeah, attachments, weapons, materials, keys.
And there's a bunch of stuff too that we're just we call valuables, but like there's times when you're running low on money and you're like, I just need to do a valuables run right now, and I need to pick up these things and get my money, into my space bank. So.
Space bank, yeah.
That actually is a good segue from, and I'm not making this name up, Ballin' Hobo asks, what do I do with the loot when I extract? Like, why does it matter in the long run?
Yeah, there's a variety of reasons. So a lot of it was related to sort of our factions and contract system. But if you want to talk a little bit about that, Lars.
Yeah, we've got this entire system we call factions. You're doing contracts, they're like missions, and you are being greeted originally by AI representative because you are a mercenary. You don't really have allegiance to anyone. They are going to pay you to do these jobs, and so they'll give you these missions to do. And as you're doing these missions,
because he likes bright colors,
but the cool thing
is it not
a lot of the faction, the contract
marathon colors?
you could complete the, download the agricultural survey from this one area on one of the zones, and you're doing the thing, and you've sort of done it.
Do the
even
thing.
if you die, you've still made progress there, which I think is a really cool aspect of that feature. But then there's also this other meta layer where
Arcade's Candy.
as you're working with the different factions, they allow you to upgrade yourself.
Thank you for
over
the
time,
sub.
so you can increase your heat meter.
I hope you like
increase your
Gambit
loot
PV.
speed, things like that.
I hope you like Gambit
Trying to get as much
PvP
loot as
PvE.
possible to
I do
meet
like
the
Gambit.
challenge of the world, right? Like essentially, different missions get harder over time, right? Which means you want to have more loot on you so you can survive longer, so just in general, be able to do fight all the different,
This would be similar to.
POI on a zone that's heavily fortified by UESC and all of the different units.
I
that are
don't
there,
usually
the
do
snipers,
these
the
kind of
assault
things,
units,
but
like, you wanna be
I'll
able
try
to
it.
not only withstand that.
I like Gambit.
So there's a
I
lot
like
of reasons
Gambit.
why you wanna get loot again.
And honestly, like a lot of the loot translates into things like upgrades, that you utilize through the factions. But there's also an in-game store called the Black Market where you can use a lot of your currency and things like that to actually re-equip yourself if you go on a bad run or to upgrade yourself.
There you go, little Mr. Banana. You actually got it. You got your account back.
There's a lot of reasons to get a lot of good loot out.
Neff is the only reason Gambit hasn't gone in. That's not
Just
untrue.
a loot goblin. So sometimes extraction shooters also can be seen as kind of hardcore and maybe tough to get into. What does
So if you like Gambit, you like Marathon. 101.
I think there's a couple things that we could talk about. One is
having do
we
Gambit
are obviously
needs
about to
reset
besides
for gilding.
doing a little bit more onboarding in the front end, so players can understand a little bit about what the nature. Of
I
the
have to
game
do that. I have
is.
to get to finish that dredge
We're
and
also doing
fucking
a lot
title.
to
Stupid! I
make
haven't done that.
Something that's a little bit more approachable.
Are you doing
but also
alpha
just
drops?
equally as deep and have pretty
No,
wide things,
they
but
don't
having
give them out to anyone who's not, anyone who's outside North America.
We nail those fantasies. Every button press feels awesome, right? And so really trying to bring that kind of morph the Bungie action
I would
into
if
in
they
the small
bothered
space
just
where, again, everything
playing.
costs something, right? Getting shot, you're not going to have a limb system. Where,
It is
your
BS.
limb's
Total
broken,
BS.
But you will guns do stopping power, right? Which they can knock you out of sprint. They can slow you down, right?
11 times
status
gilded.
effects are still in the
Yo
game.
yo.
And so if you
Blood.
the chem grenade,
I made
right,
it. I should have wrapped it up, man.
right,
I
which
swear
really
to you.
slows you down. You can be overheated. There's all these things, and that pushes you into using consumables and making sure
You made it.
For these things that happen. So we're trying to make sure that you keep the depth of the survival game, but the approachability of the action game, right? And so that's how we're trying to marry that together.
Have you seen this,
In addition
Blood?
to that,
You've been
if
following
have
the
some bad
gameplay?
runs, right? And you don't have a lot of, you see your loot kind of going down.
I got
We have
scammed. I can't claim the
sponsor
drop.
Kits, it's kind of
Why?
Earlier, where it's a package of gameplay items like weapons or equipment or maybe a shield or something or consumables. That's kind of the floor for what we think you can be really you can be.
It's
capable
dividing
of in
chat
the
right
environment
now.
And actually fight other players that actually are kitted out. So you're never feeling the goal is that you can always clutch. Even if you find somebody who's completed kitted out in really high-end gear, because that's
Knowing Bungie, it'll be broken anyways.
Oh my god, I took this player, and
no,
man,
I
the best shield in the game. Hell yeah.
Hurts. I mean, obviously,
I got
it'd be a lot of
access
good pointers
to
for folks at home taking notes for when they get a
SETI
chance to get
Tau
into
or
the
something
alpha,
there a
but,
while ago. I saw it
we'd
came
be
up.
remiss if we also didn't mention how a big part of what we do here at Bungie is working alongside our community, which is why we've also had the chance since about 2022 to work with hundreds of different creators in our community as well, to go ahead and get some of their feedback. So to those
Yeah,
of you out
North
there that
American
joined us, thank you very much
community,
for your time
because
and
you
your
say,
opinion. It means a lot.
fuck
But
you to
another
anyone
thing
who's
to talk
not
about,
in
we
North
actually
America.
Just last week had a bunch of folks in here to go ahead and play test the very same alpha build that some of you will have a chance to join in on as well. So I vote I go ahead and let you tell them about it in their own words.
You kind of feel the blood pumping.
Got him, got him, got him. Down them all again and 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 again.
Did you get the code, bro? If not, I can get one off you first. Blood, I can't get them. They won't give them to me because I'm not in the US. Only North America only.
This is such an exciting time for us. You are the first group outside of Bungie to playtest our alpha build.
I got my hand in on a few ways. Yeah, sorry guys. Like, if they gave them to me, I'd be giving them to you out.
Okay, I am ready and up. Whatever you two are. Is there? Oh, we are bringing some money in this time.
Quick read.
Oh, you looking around? See
Yeah,
who's,
I'm gonna see who we're going to read with.
Darmarsh.
Bioresearch.
Very graphic.
You want to do the intercepts?
Del region lock the codes. Yeah.
You just want to grab that real quick? Yeah, we can do that. You want to get going?
Yep, medal.
That should be a good one.
I didn't actually.
Now that I see the run, I can kind of see why you'd say it would be high on life-ish.
So, for the gang, there is fall damage, and it is severe if you
There
drop
is. I got a mod
a
earlier that like drastically reduces it though. So
Fucking wild. The amount of people gifting subs and subbing is insane.
If you dash right before you
Yeah.
hit the ground, it saves it.
It'll break the fall, yeah.
Like, they need more money.
Happens to the best of us.
AI on the right. Yeah, more AI inside the little shrubbery compound over there.
A hostile unit is calling for reinforcements.
How overwhelming. I mean, it's just new. When I see the big scope, square scope, I think Darcy every time.
Yeah, still heading to field maintenance. Yep. Oh, I got AI over here like crazy.
Oh my god, he just shut up. Are we killing them or ignoring them?
AI with a snipe up above is looking at me.
I need some bits ammo, guys, finally. There's a green punk right there.
There's ticks underneath.
Oh yeah, here I think.
Player.
Scopes are fine.
I hit one for the kill, but I'm 1-2.
The running shield looks like it feels like a sword draw.
That's all of them. Actually, you want to do the 18D?
Either way, I'm getting shredded right now, so I gotta
clear the AI outside first. They're just gonna beam us if we don't get rid of them.
Optics. Yeah.
We gotta. Yep.
What?
That's a purple
Bit
one.
of distance on that. Conditional. Like duo elements.
Wait, the ones that fire like 5 knees are lethal.
The grenadiers, yeah. They're freaking great.
Is that a machine gun with like incredible stability? That didn't. The movement was very linear, wasn't it?
Poor guy.
Oh, mechanics here.
Shape. Okay.
That's what we need, right? Move status, mechanical status effect.
I'm using that.
Yeah, I'm inside with them. We have the mechanics kit. It doesn't take anything. You're just good. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm unlocking the box.
DM needs sub to text and chat.
Big ones too.
Yeah. For Bungie, you mean, yeah? Well, definitely not here anyway.
They've got long shots in too. Oh.
You know, you get so used to hearing Shax in the background, you kind of forget that he's like
There's a loot up there, huge, absolute.
updates coming through an AI is wild to hear.
Where are they?
They're on the balcony, like south 200.
I got one knocked. I got one knocked.
Nice.
That's annihilated, dude. Oh my god.
On me. I'm out of ammo.
You know what there isn't? There's no melee.
There's a sniper.
Just a kill melee thing.
Kill him, he's a fiend, dude.
Oh.
I'm coming to you, Ben.
Yeah, I see him.
Don't underestimate this guy.
Oh my god, that's it. He killed 2, I think it's 1v1.
Ben, you knocked one. I knocked another.
$9? Banana, well, where are you subbing? $9? It costs $5. I don't think the supers.
A unit is signaling for reinforcements.
Okay,
the knock I had was way over here. I don't see anybody over there yet.
He's been quiet for an awful long time. I reckon he's gone for res.
5. Yeah, it should be 5.
He's right there. He's right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Subbing on any channel is $5.
That's okay. Yeah, he's holding the angle at a distance.
Sniped a sniper.
Yeah, right on me, right on me. This player. I mean, very weak up there.
Running is very smooth, isn't it? As in, like, it should be a bit more movement based. No bombs. No bombs.
Knocked one. Coming. Got one left.
Fucking.
I take shots on the right side, like usually.
No, if they're close.
That rifle feels like it's a sniper.
There.
You got eyes?
Yeah, A1.
Oh, is that him up there? Is that him up there? Is he upstairs inside?
Yes, sorry, he was. Yeah, hear him. Or is that USAC?
No, you should have shooting something in there. They were shooting something in there.
There is melee, is there? I didn't see it then.
Ringer group, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
They built God squads, you could say. I feel like we might be the God squad.
Bro is tiny.
That was good. That was a good run.
Yeah.
We got knifed some AI and grabbed some guns.
Oh, he does. I can see it's a knife melee then.
We got a loot container key. Isn't there one of those around here?
Yeah, it's right here.
They're obviously all just playing on PC because you can see that drag and drop internet user interface, which is really shit to do on console. They can't do flamethrowers. They've said before the closest they can get is like strand GLs or the arc GLs. They literally said they can't do flamethrowers. They're just not able to do it.
Yeah. Something's sucking me.
Stop sucking him. It's a purple shield.
UESC reinforcement signal detected.
I found a purple enemy. I heavy knifed it 4 times and had to dump a full mag into it.
Really?
Yeah.
You're definitely getting a lot. Like, it's more gameplay than I thought we'd get.
Yay! I don't want the conquest.
That'd be an issue, yeah. Oh, fucking skies, PC lobbies all over again.
I'm safe. What's the question marks again? That are on the map?
Oh, I think those are the
Minigun?
flares, right?
Huh? Like
the cash flares?
Yeah, I don't know.
Flares.
One is broken.
Did you see the Manticore-esque gun there? Look. Submachine gun, total Manticore.
I knocked one. Found him.
Prepare for increased hostile action.
Glitch is moving. Behind, yeah, Glitch is behind you at the moment.
Like in the game.
White shield.
Oh, she's scared. She's scared.
Down. Very good.
Very, very nice. I called the purple.
Yeah, it's PC.
Yeah, I want the frickin' purple. There's a green on this
Purple shield. Who had that?
one. Me.
The big items, the big drops, the stuff that's like really high value, they're like, I have to get this out.
Doesn't matter if I'm playing Lucas or Void or Glitch. If I've got a better aim, I'm going to win. There's no other extraction shooter like that where I can have that kind of gameplay.
When people find out about some of the secrets and stuff, they are going to lose their mind.
Playing so far has just been refreshing, I'd like to say. Everything felt really locked in.
This being sort of the next full Bungie experience is an exciting moment.
The game is inherently fun. I just want to play more.
Obviously, having those creators in was a whole lot of fun. Getting to work with both creators and players alike has been a privilege. It's been a great time getting to set that up. And of course, I promise I'm not saying this just because I work on the social media team here, but if you head over to our YouTube channel, we have a full 20-minute version of that. So youtube.com @MarathonTheGame is where to find us. Also, same with all of our other socials, as long as I'm at it. Lars, obviously, again, like we talked about before that video, we're familiar with working with our community really closely, but have we ever done it this early or at this scale before?
So I've been at Bungie for a while now, since the Halo 3 days, and I think the thing, even since my time,
you survived Bungie.
Working with players, working with the community is something we take pride in. And on this game in particular, yeah, we brought people in, players in, much earlier into the process than I think we ever have before, and it's given us really good insight. You know, we tell them when they show up, be brutally honest, because that's how we learn.
We're not going to show you any of the brutal honesty, but like you can be brutally honest.
And I think it's been really great.
That's been a ton of fun. I mean, even again, like these folks were all here last week. You guys were in there with them. Some of you playing as well. What was it like?
Oh, it was super exciting. Yeah, I mean, like when you have a lot of there was a combination of players who we've been engaging with for a long time, and some players who were brand new, and it was great to see sort of like the mix of the both, especially when you got to some higher level skilled players who just joined in and immediately got it and started destroying everybody, like Tens and Lupo was in there, and yeah, you had some pretty awesome moments, didn't you?
Yeah, so it was pretty amazing to jump in, and I'm gonna throw Nick under the bus for a moment here. Like apparently he was on the team with Brian and Jeff Keighley. And they were not having success. Y'all were like destroying them, the creators. And, yeah, it's probably your team that was destroying them. So I was brought in as like a hired gun to help get Jeff through. And
thank you.
I did my job.
Mission accomplished, Lars. Yeah.
Something that he's used to, obviously. Also, though, you were saying you were observing a little bit as well, maybe not playing quite as much. What was it like, from your perspective, getting to see all these folks jump in?
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't enjoy it at all.
It was awesome. It's awesome, like playing the game for so long, right, and seeing other people play the game is just a great feeling, right, for like the whole team. You get to see things that you designed for happen, and in real life, right? You see people who are like being hunted by other players that take refuge by like we're a heavily fortified area, and watching the UESC equalize a little bit. Moments like that was great. There was another fight that was like it looked so fun, but also hilarious, but also like really like. It was like a great time, but also really tense.
There's ads coming in, guys, in about a minute.
Under the dire marsh map, there's a bunch of tunnels and stuff like that, and they were fighting in the tunnels, and the fight was literally like almost 1-by-1s, like 3 and 3, like constantly moving towards each other and fighting in the hallway. The person in the front dropping meds for people in the back and changing positions, and that fight went into like little vents as well. So it was like this it was this hilarious chase that was like. It was super tense because you didn't know exactly whether you were going to get third party, and they were just the volume of the room kept on going up from those two crews because they were just like, where are they going to get flanked? There's another vent right there that could pop up from there, and they were shooting vents just like out of just pure paranoia. It was awesome to watch.
It's a good balance to strike, obviously, yeah. And you again.
What's going on?
You were mentioning you got to play. Were there any other creators you got to dive in with?
Oh yeah, I was on. team with Valkyrie.
Why is this
and
stream so
Kemi,
choppy?
And we had a lot of fun. There was like a couple moments where we bunkered down underneath a greenhouse and the tunnels underneath. Tunnels are dangerous and they were fun. But we basically created like a little claymore nest down there, and so we were baiting them down into it. And yeah, it was pretty successful. I'm telling you.
Why is this stream?
Claymore strats are good. Yeah.
What's going
Don't
on
sleep
there?
on claymores. They're
Pretty
good.
solid.
Yeah.
Lars is like, I know.
Yeah.
So even in addition to these creators, the legacy of Marathon's community goes so far rather. As someone who's played a lot of Aleph 1 in the past as well myself, back on my Titanium G4 PowerBook so long ago, bringing in the Aleph 1 team was really, really exciting. You guys got a chance to work with them as well, isn't that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting to sort of connect to the heritage of Marathon, right? Like to keep that alive as we're sort of building this new world. And so working with the Aleph 1 team has been really awesome. With the Marathon Classic on Steam is the release that they had, as well as the Marathon Classic 2, I think, is on Steam as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of those, it's like sort of connecting the threads, if that makes sense, sort of remembering the past as we're sort of building this new, re-envisioning in a lot of ways.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Actually, kind of on this topic as well about the dangers of the world. We do
Cross is streaming with 30,000 people on his
dangerous
channel right now.
encounters? Obviously, you've mentioned that the UESE is out there, and you should underestimate them at your own peril. But can you tell us a little bit more about maybe some of those emergent threats that await players?
Yeah, absolutely. There's the UESC security units that are out there. There's a bunch of different types that do different things, so watch out for them. We also have ticks, which are these wonderful, surprising, explodey fauna. Yeah,
Friendly.
they run at you.
Hug you. Yeah.
They run at you, explode on you, and you have to shoot the nests actually to get rid of them essentially. Otherwise, they'll keep coming. And there's a bunch of hazards and stuff that are going to be on the map as well. Like we have a bunch of tox rooms and all kinds of surprises that await players. And the alpha is a few, but
what's the scariest UESC unit to you?
The scariest unit? The Ghost Commander for me, for sure. The Ghost Commander, their ability is they go into active camo and they actually have clone. They have a bunch of clones that go out there, so you think you're not sure which one to shoot. And then by the time you recognize which one is actually the real one, right, it's it might be over for you. But that's one. The sniper, also love the sniper as well. We really want to have these prolonged sniper fights that are really great against the UESC. And if you manage to really push them and they notice you're pushing, they'll punish you for that too. So definitely be careful of these units. Tread carefully.
Not to be trifled with, right?
And the recruits, honestly, the recruits, they have this rush down that they do. If you're not too careful and knowing where they're going to be flanking you and rushing you down from, we're purposely making them these formidable foes that you can't get treasure out of the world easily, and they're guarding it, and they're doing a pretty damn good job.
You can't ignore them either. Once they're on your set, you kind of got to figure out a way.
Yes. Exactly.
Also, too, we've got another question from, I believe, Shebsky. Could a team be composed of any number of runner types, like 3 Blackbirds, for example?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
There's no restriction on how you assemble your crew. You can all play the same. You can create a meme comp if you want. Or you can diversify a little bit, and sort of try to use each other's utilities. But we've seen them all. It's been really cool to see kind of the different combinations we've seen. Yeah.
You may never know, those 3 different players that are playing Blackbird, they may have very different builds and what they're gearing towards in Blackbird, right? They may be some of them, one of them may actually have implants that allow them to go in active camo. That's not a specific thing for a runner, so we're purposely trying to make it so that you can diversify.
I did see the shield wall comp, which is basically 3 locusts in the playtest from last week. But yeah,
let's go. Yeah. So again, obviously, it's been so much fun to hear you guys even talking about this game and the experiences you've had. You've been building a world that's really ripe for players to tell their own stories in. Again, with the closed alpha on
Who's
the way,
left on
April 23rd, as players
who's left on
finally
Twitch?
Get a chance, some of them to jump in. What are some of the stories you're most excited for them to get to dive in and maybe tell themselves?
So many. I mean, there's so many different stories that I think are that we're looking forward to seeing happen, especially ones that we've never even seen before. But getting onto the planet, honestly, just trying to survive amongst all of the different threats that exist there, the dying.
Oh, your water, you're still there.
When it says death, it's death. There's a lot of death in the game. The learning from it, the challenging yourself, the getting back up and
good
trying
work.
To do something new.
Good work, water. Solid.
Exciting. I'm sure there's plenty of other things.
I'm curious, Mr. Cross. What are you expecting?
I mean, I'm had the
everyone has jumped ship
watch
after those
Destiny
ads.
and now Marathon. It's always amazing to put something
Okay.
out into the world that you've been working
Water,
on.
I'm going to bail.
you know,
I need
sort of in
to. I'm going
bubble
out
for 6 years
tonight
or
anyway,
something
so
like that,
I want to jump in and
have
see what
players
this is
experience
like.
the visual world for the first time
I'll
is
talk
amazing.
to you on
Introducing the IP
Monday.
into the world,
On Monday.
sort of beyond the game,
And on Discord,
and,
okay?
you know, sort of the culture it creates. Always excited to see like what the fans tell us what the game is and what the metas are and what the IP is, and so that exchange is always
All right.
amazing.
Cheers for jumping in.
Getting wild in there right
and
now.
say hello to
how about you? Anything come to mind on your side?
to our friend
I'm just really
Smoke.
excited
If
for
you see him.
folks to discover the content and play with it.
And
in different ways.
I'll
we've
again.
been making this
See you
meal for
Monday.
a bit. It's been
Ciao, guys.
now it's just time to see folks play, right? Like we've been making the sandbox for a bit. We've been working together on all the activities and everything in the world, right? It's just going to be exciting to see